Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, once a while I get asked this question by people, expats, especially who have taken bank loans or spent on credit cards and who due to various reasons either lost their job or, they were sent back, or basically it's like you are a defaulter. You didn't pay your loan, you didn't pay your card, and you ran away. And then ran away, or you went back to your home country, and then they send me a message asking me, I'm planning to come back to UAE or Qatar or Saudi or whatever. Is it safe for me to come? Now, I'll give my thoughts. You can let me know what are yours. Okay. Now, generally people, first and foremost is, I'm not a legal expert. I do not know what are the latest updated laws. Okay. So the first thing what you need to do, or first advice I give people is, see, listen, you're looking for legal counsel. Don't ask a YouTuber, do not ask your friend, do not ask anybody online. Don't even ask your relatives, don't ask anybody. Go to your embassy, go to your consulate. They provide services for free legal advice. Go there and ask them. They'll have a lawyer to help their citizens. Go and ask them, or ask, someone who they would refer or recommend. And when you take advice, don't seek the cheapest advice. Neither am I saying go to the most expensive one, because obviously you can't afford. But go to someone who's a lawyer, who specializes in law, who has knowledge of what happens in the country where you're planning to go, and figure out with them. Okay, what is the updated law for example, this year, 2024? That's the first thing you need to do. Okay. The second thing which you need to understand is, you are a defaulter. Means you have taken money and you defaulted. Whether it's your mother is sick, or whether you got terminated from a job, or you're a good person, you want to pay it back or whatever, but you're a defaulter. Now, the question comes is, did they take legal action, put your name as, okay, this guy is wanted. X is the amount of money that he has taken, and we want him to pay it back. Now, over here, there are two factors as far as my knowledge. You can tell me if I'm wrong, if you know better. It all depends on, number one, what is the amount? Every country has a slab. What is the maximum amount, beyond which, after that, minimum, maximum, whatever, is a fixed amount, after which you are definitely wanted by the bank. Let's say, for example, it defaulted on $1,000. Who the hell will care, man? For them, even to take legal action becomes expensive. But if you take, let's say, in terms of dirhams, 100,000, 200,000, or whatever, there it starts getting a little dicey. Now, you can give me all kind of ballpark figures. What about 50,000? What about 20,000? Keep in mind, the lower the amount, it's not worth it for the bank. They'll write it off as bad debts. Okay. But that doesn't mean now, and I'll tell you, this actually happens. People literally sometimes send me messages from fake numbers or fake, if I borrow this money and I run away, can they do something? It's like they're soliciting advice from me to run away. They want to make this master plan, and some of them are even ready to pay me money to get my quote-unquote expert advice on how they can plan out to run away, which I blatantly and explicitly refuse. Sorry, but I'm not interested in being part of your crime. Okay? I don't encourage it. In fact, I absolutely hate and disrespect individuals who, I have no respect for such people who take money and run away. Okay? Irrespective what the reason is, you took money. Okay? Whether your intention was to pay it back or whatever, you didn't pay. That's the end result. So in law, they will not say what was the intention. Did you pay, yes or no? So you didn't pay. Now there are people who even tell me, if I travel, instead of UAE, I go to Qatar or I go to Saudi. Now, once again, depends on the amount, depends on the duration. Let's say you took a loan 15, 20 years ago. Example I'm giving you. Who the hell is going to remember 15, 20 years ago, man? Okay. Then you say, oh, what is the minimum duration? Once again, I don't know. Okay. See, but today I can tell you, one thing I can tell you for a fact, today, technology is so far more advanced, from eye scanning, fingerprint scanning, AI that recognizes your face, your biometric data, which is put into a system. Now, today, it is becoming impossibly hard to get away with something. And especially when the world around shares this data and information. Maybe 20 years ago, you could get away with it. Fine, you have to show a physical passport. People even have taken fake passports. I've seen, with my own eyes, I've seen a person having, not just Hollywood movies, actually seen. This guy showed me 2 passports. Fake. So I was like, oh, bloody hell. This was when I was, I think 12 or 13 or 14 or something in Mumbai. He was nicely showing, and I think he was offering such services also. How I got in touch and all that, that's another story. I was like, oh, So I remember seeing all this. Now, you could do and get away with stuff like that those days. There was no AI and all. Today, when you land in most of these countries, they scan your eyes. You can't change your eyes. They scan your face. You can't change your face. Fingerprints. You can't change that. Your complete your biometrics. You can't change that. And all your documents, everything is interconnected online. And remember this, it takes companies, forget countries, seconds to share this data. See, all the banking industry has a network. So obviously, sometimes they even share this, although it's not official. They want to keep a track of who are these people who take money and run away. Now, here's the billion-dollar question, or rather the question that you checked my video. Will you get caught? Is the big question. Okay. Like I told you, number one, it depends on your amount. If your amount is small, okay, if the amount is small, most probably they'll not be bothered also. Okay. But then again, remember, don't take my advice out of context and don't say that, oh, he encouraged me. No. But I can tell you definitely, if you're planning to take an amount now, today, this 2024, you can't even leave the country. Okay? If you have a credit card or loan, or even if you don't pay your phone bill, or you don't pay your electricity, water, rent, you don't pay any of these, it will show up in the system and they'll stop you right from boarding the aircraft. And sometimes you will be put behind bars until you clear it off. Because they don't know if you're going for a holiday or you're planning to run away. So please don't keep anything pending. But if it was done ages ago, or whatever, before biometrics, before AI, before fingerprint scanning, fine, maybe nobody will remember. Second one is the time period. Second one is the amount. If the amount depends on which country, depends on which bank, depends on what. So if it is, the more bigger it is, the more you stand a chance of getting into problems. Okay. Now, how much is amount? That I can't say. But it's definitely not going to be, it can't be a small amount. Like you can't say 5,000, 10,000, say dollars. It'll definitely be more than that. But what they can do is have these collection agencies, oh, they will make your life living hell. I can assure you that. They will call you incessantly. They'll call your office. They'll call your employer. They'll call your house. They'll call your friends. I know people from collection agencies who have made life miserable for other people, to the point where people actually have broken down or lost their temper and wanted to, even beat them up. And in some worst cases, they have even sent, people to their houses to threaten them and all that. It's terrible. And remember, I've been in touch with some people from government agencies where they said, as time is passing by, it's becoming impossibly hard because they will submit these names to the government and they will keep a track. Now, obviously, once you're, let's say, in a place like India, if you're planning to remain underground for the rest of your life, fine, you don't have to worry. If you're planning not to be on social media at all. Lately, it happened, no? One of my so-called VIP clients, a person who I trusted, and I have to share this video. He ran off with millions, but it was not of the bank. He took other people's money. So, and now he's vanished. No social media, no phone, no nothing. Even the place where he stays, back home, they're not aware where he is. So he vanished. He was a good guy. I was surprised that he even did that. So keep that in mind. So, and see, last if not the least, if you genuinely want to pay back, I would suggest, contact the bank manager and, maybe you want to remain anonymous or whatever, and ask them, I have taken X amount of money, how do I pay it back? You can ask something like that. Otherwise, if you have made up your mind, okay, I will go in hiding and I'll go to some other country and all that, fine. Like I said, small amount or reasonable amount and a long duration, they'll not bother. But the minute it crosses a certain threshold, or if it has happened, now when AI is growing like crazy, fingerprint scanning, eye scanning, face scanning, biometrics, then finished. And if you're planning to do it now, I would seriously tell you no, because no matter what the amount is, you will be stopped at the airport. Okay, if you're an expat in the Middle East countries, you will be stopped. And then you'll get a bamboo up your ass. And before I conclude, I'll just tell you one thing. If you're planning to do anything illegal, or please don't get in touch with me. That is number one. Number two is, please don't ask a YouTuber or friend or something for free advice. These are legal matters. Check the law. Not even, there are people who say, hey man, nothing will happen. I went to jail, I came out. Yeah, that was you with your amount, your life, at your time. You are not him and he is not you. So just because maybe he got lucky, maybe the law was different for him. Like I have had a Filipina girlfriend who went to jail. She was just kept there for a month. She had to pay some, I think 60, 70,000 dirhams. Okay. And, she's put there for a week and they gave her a small amount, payback, and that was it. But the only downside to this is, now it was official on her record that she was behind bars. So, remember, once you are having a record that you are behind bars for whatever reason, it will follow you for the rest of your life. So keep that in mind also. So like I said, in summary, please get in touch with a lawyer. If you don't have the money, check your embassy or consulate. And through networks of the legal system, just ask. Okay, asking and taking guidance, that's the best way. But please don't check online and Google search and this and that, because 110 articles can be written and you'll just be more confused than you were. And last but not the least, please don't think you're smarter than the system, because if you do, one day you'll get bamboozled. I've seen this happen time in and time again. And I even have people who literally have are in jail right now. Their relatives get in touch with me. I don't know, what can I do? You paid off. So that's what I want to leave you at. You let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You agree, disagree. All right. And if you know the updated law, please comment down below and leave a link so people can read it and be informed. All right. Good, bad, ugly. Comment down below. It's me signing off. Ciao.